Palmer, and guys can't wait to get this one started. And the Red Raiders will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Got a man, it's Thurman. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The Jayhawks will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Showing off the arm. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And the Red Raiders come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Morton. Pulls it in, it's Virgil. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll go to the ground. Runs for the tackle. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
To the air, it's Morton. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Might be calling a hot route. Powers forward. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Red Raider.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Here comes the heat. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To throw, it's Morton. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man. It's Joyner. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. And the Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Daniels. It's complete. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play in the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's caught. It's Virgil. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
The give to the back. Determined run gets it down to the 12.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to get the edge on the right. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive gain. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Looking to pass. It's Morton. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll run it to the right side. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The Jayhawks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And that short completion now sets up a big 3rd down here in the red zone for this team. They haven't scored yet. They're only trailing 7-0, and this is a big one. It's very, very hard to throw the football in this area of the field. But you get the feeling a critical 3rd down now. They need something good to happen, putting a lot of trust in their quarterback to make the right decision and make the big play.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Motion from the wideout. To the ground with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking to buy time. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Morton. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Douglas. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field it and try to make something happen. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Back to throw. It's Daniels. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. And that'll do it. Here in the 2nd quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. And the Jayhawks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that pass. Turning it on! Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
And here's the third interception of the night. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room. And then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. He's going to let one go back to the middle. Got him, and nobody's close. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
To the air, it's Daniels. Finds a man all alone. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And to throw it before he wanted.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? They just keep firing. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard.
And your Texas Tech Red Raiders will take over 1st and 10.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points. And
it's his 4th interception of the game. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making too. In the third quarter, this looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Great place to start for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Daniels. That's caught. It's Cook. There he goes. Touchdown, Rock Jayhawk. And the route is on.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. You can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
Texas Tech 7.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Looking deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Red Raider. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. He'll try to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The short hands, it's Cook. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
The Jayhawks look to keep this drive humming. Back to throw, it's Daniels. That's caught, it's Thurman. Breaks into the open. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Tackle on the play at the 15-yard line. It's 3rd down.
That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kansas.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. He's got it on the run. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Kansas. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 25.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. And now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Caught in the backfield. It's Virgil. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And the drive has been really, really solid. And we've got to maximize this possession. Down a couple of possessions. Got to make sure we're aggressive. Not reckless, but aggressive. And make sure we've got a plan for the shorter part of the field down here so we can get a touchdown.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Makes the catch. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He'll try to do it himself. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it. So he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Time to take a shot. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Off and running. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And the pummeling has started.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Bring in the heat. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Joyner. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Let's go. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. They get to him as he throws. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hayes. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Into the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
Yeah, salt into your wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
22.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We've got to stop turning the football over.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Douglas. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. The Red Raiders in the hurry up. Leaves it with the back. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. They want to get this defense on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
A quick timeout call by the kicking team here. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cute. Oh, it's a fumble. And they'll take a knee on fourth down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. Sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.